Hi, I'm John Pavlak, and welcome back to Eye on Harness Racing. The biggest single night in harness racing lived up to its advanced billing. There were upsets, new stars emerged, a driving record was set, and the Crown's top trainer recognized. Reporter Gigi Diaz and videographer Rich Johnston were at Woodbine this past Saturday for the Breeders' Crown, and they will help us focus in on some of the biggest headlines written that evening. First up, the evening began with Brian Sears filling in at the last minute for Sweden's Oren Kihlström in the mare trot and facing the favored French fries and vinegar. Then in the open trot, the team of Toscano and Tetrick came away as winners with Chapter 7.
It's been all rain and wind for the past couple days, but the harness racing gods are now smiling upon Woodbine for our 2012 Breeders' Crown. I'm Gigi Diaz from Pompano Park, Florida, and stay tuned as we get ready to go racing.
You know, she was running in all, in both turns, and I never really saw the fence with her. But I ended up third over, and I thought the wind was maybe taking its toll on the horses that got used early that were sitting up close, and the flow was moving along pretty good. So I was pretty happy with the way things were working out. And when I kicked the plug, she fired home, and I thought she was a winner halfway down the lane the way she started trotting.
It was a short field, but with great contenders, including Commander Crow and his driver, Christoph Martens, who, as you see right here, from the very start, was sending a message to Tim Tetrick and Chapter 7 that he was here to dominate this race. However, that is not how that worked out.
Chapter 7 has fought his way to the front. Commander Crow at the inside gives way. Mr. Herbie off a ground-saving trip finds late room. But Chapter 7, the cream, rises to the top as he wins the Breeders' Crown, trotting 152-3.
There's not much more to be said about this race. Tim Tetrick and Chapter 7 bring it home for Linda Toscano in 152-3. A lot more emotional today, I want to say, than Hambo Day. Why is that?
This horse is just so special to me. I can't even tell you what he's managed to get through to get to this point, and then to do it the way he did it tonight. I mean, I think he's proven that he's probably the best.
He did indeed do a great job. Now, he loves this track. What is that? Where's the chemistry between this horse and this track, would you say?
I think he takes his track with him. Yeah, he's real good on this track. I think he loved the trip he got tonight. It sounds stupid, but he loves the target, and he just loves to be able to get out and chase something down, and he does what he needs to do to get there.
My horse went an amazing trip. He's parked every step, and leaving the gate there, I was going to half leave, and he was doing whatever I did, and I knew what he was going to do. So I was hoping I could land third or something, but no holes. So I just sat there, and my horse, he showed that he's a champion and withstood the trip and just buried him, turned it for home.
The United States Trotting Association is your place to find out more information on the standardbred breed and the exciting sport of harness racing.
If market share needs the line, Guccio, my MVP closing, going to be tight. Market share holds on.
Want to own a racehorse, become a licensed driver, or find records of a retired standardbred you've started riding? Visit our comprehensive website to learn more about what the USTA can do for you.
Everyone was looking forward to seeing Captain Treacherous, the budding freshman star, who found the going tough in the 2-year-old Colt pace, and Maven, who had the task of facing the top-ranked trotting filly, and she was up to that task. Here's more from Gigi.
In what has been a division mostly dominated by world record holder Check Me Out, tonight it was Maven that took the Breeders' Crown for the 3-year-old filly trot for trainer Jonas Cernison.
As they move in front of us under the line for the first time is Maven. From the inside, away fourth is Win Missy B. Extreme outside, trotting up to fifth now comes Cowgirl Hall. She is clear, she is driving, and she is strong in the end, and the mile leads by 3. Late speed coming from Win Missy B, but a 3-year-old trotting filly Breeders' Crown championship score for Maven.
We've been chasing Check Me Out all year long, so I mean it was finally nice to get to beat her for once at least. So we beat her the first start of the year, and everybody said that was just by luck. So it's kind of nice to get it done again. I mean, she's a very nice horse, but Maven just raced very good tonight. Special. I mean, she gotta have not so much on the track, but like you gotta be. When you jog her, you got to make sure you keep your both feet in the stirrups, because every now and then when she decides she make a wheelie on you or she throw her head, like when trained the other day, she threw her head so bad I got 2 lines on one side. So I mean, it was kind of scary, but she's just a happy, playful filly. So she's a good filly to have in the barn.
Great beginning from the outside for Urbanite Hanover as Pierce has got him marching right to the front. It's Urbanite Hanover sprinting quickly to the top here, coming away by second as they move into that first turn. Dropping into the pocket spot now goes Twilight Bonfire. Second to the outside comes Rockin' Amadeus, willingly trying to pursue that leader as they come into the final eighth of the mile. Captain Treacherous put to pressure. Here outside comes Rockin' Amadeus. Andy Miller's got some racetrack for Wake Up Peter to work with now. 3 across finish coming up. Rockin' Amadeus on the outside to pull off the shocker. Rockin' Amadeus with a 17-1 stunner as he wins the Breeders' Crown.
I mean, he's been coming along good, just no luck all the time.
You just said off camera a couple seconds ago you didn't think you'd be back in the winner's circle this quick. How does it feel? You're doing great tonight.
Yeah, it's been a great night, the 3 in a row. So, yeah, I thought I'd had a couple more shots, but, I thought he was an outsider looking in maybe this horse. I mean, obviously, nobody thought Captain Treacherous would lose, so, but I'm glad we got it done.
Trainer Linda Toscano certainly seemed to have the upper hand in the 3-year-old Colt pace with both Heston Blue Chip and Better's Edge, and Intimidate certainly seemed to live up to his name in the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Once again, here's Gigi Diaz.
It was a star-studded field tonight for the 3-year-old Colt pace with the winner from the Little Brown Jug, the winner of the North America Cup, and then there was Heston Blue Chip, who brought Linda Toscano her 2nd Breeders' Crown win. What did you tell Ken when you first started working with him?
When he came up from North Carolina, Bob Bloodgood broke this horse, and when he came up from North Carolina, I kind of fiddled with him for a little bit, and it's been an inside joke because he usually puts a J at the end of the names when he likes one, and I told him, you named the wrong one J, because this is a good horse, and he hasn't let me down. He's been a very good horse.
And now, what is your technique? You have had such an amazingly successful year, and you've still got market share left tonight. What's going on, man? How do you do this stuff?
I wish I could say I do it, but I have an incredible group of people that I work for and that work for me. So, I mean, it's a team effort right from the top to the bottom, and I really am just going along for the ride.
And this is the first British Crown race that I've won. So, and I've had a lot of races, but this tops it all off, especially here in Canada.
And trotting first away for the lead, Little Brown Fox knows nothing, comes out with them. Market share from the extreme outside, blasting out of there from Miller goes Storm and Normand, and it's Storm and Normand with the most early speed. Solvano, Smetshammer lost him at the start. Smetshammer's Solvano was off stride and far back. Battling on at the inside is Market Share, giving every single thing he's got, and here comes Intimidate trotting up a storm, and it's Intimidate rolling past them all. Intimidate on the far outside is rolling right on by for Pearson. There is no stopping the Intimidate Express. Intimidate is winner's circle bound as he'll score in the Breeders' Crown by 4 for Pierce, and he's home in 152 and 4.
I seen a few of them were getting out there early. I didn't see any sense in getting in a hurry the way this little fella could close. So I wanted to come and I guess I was 3rd over, and then the horse that was first over tucked in a hole, and we wound up 2nd over, and with some live cover, and I just sat there.
Tim Tetrick had quite a night. In all, he scored a record 4 wins on a single Breeders' Crown night. Besides pocketing plenty of purse money, he also took time to congratulate the winner of a brand new truck following the evening's 9th race. In all, Tetrick seemed to take it in stride. Just another night at the office. Jimmy Takter also had a great night. Takter won 3 Breeders' Crown trophies on Saturday, moved into a tie with Bob McIntosh on the list of all-time Crown trainers with 15 wins, and solidified his position as the top money-winning trainer in the history of the series. Next year, the 12-race Breeders' Crown extravaganza will return south of the border to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, where it was a big success 2 years ago. The Breeders' Crown is history, but picking winners is a continuing concern, and the best place to work towards that goal is at trackmaster.com. This Saturday night, some top horses will be at Indiana Downs, where the Indiana Pacing Derby will be one of 3 major stakes on the card. Here is Trackmaster's take on the Derby as indicated in the exclusive Platinum Pass performances offered by Trackmaster. Power ratings. It's another way to put yourself in the pari-mutuel winner's circle exclusively at trackmaster.com.
Harness handicappers, this one's for you. TrackMaster Harness Pro is the most unique and powerful handicapping tool dedicated to harness racing on the market today. It's a combination of all the features found in sophisticated handicapping software, all conveniently presented as a web-based, all-in-one handicapping tool. TrackMaster Harness Pro has these exclusive features: top performers, graphs, user-created power ratings, sortable statistics, and PDF race programs included. TrackMaster Harness Pro for the serious player.
We now know that a young lady named Sandy is not a fan of harness racing. Hurricane Sandy, that is, caused cancellations from Delaware to Ohio and just about everywhere in the eastern U.S. and Canada, except where hurricanes usually cause cancellations, in Florida. Most tracks will reschedule the dates they lost to the powerful storm. We hope Sandy is gone forever, but Harness Racing Night School will return. The popular and successful program came to a close with the Breeders' Crown, but we're told you can plan on attending school once again next year. That's it for this week's show. My thanks go out to our reporter this week, Gigi Diaz, and to my videographer and producer, Rich Johnston, for their great work at Woodbine this past weekend. We'll turn our attention to the final leg of the Pacing Triple Crown and American National, and a look back at a big night in the Hoosier State when we return next week for another edition of Eye on Harness Racing.